welcome to another wonderful episode of OBATIDÉ, Chronicles of a Nigerian Bride. My name is Esther Sholari. I like to call myself Esther Ayaba. I am the daughter of the king, wife of a king, and of course a king maker. So, I want you to see my shirt. I'm wearing my DSL shirt, so you have to see it. Yeah, it's a DSL stuff. So DSL is basically a diary of a single lady. I love to help singles. I love to help married people. I love to help singles maximize singlehood, prepare for marriage, and have marriages of the God kind. And of course, I also love to help the married people because I know that marriage is where everything starts. Sincerely, you see a broken person, trace it down. There's something about the home that probably added to it. You see someone that is whole, you see someone that has a good perception about life and marriage, trace it down. You most likely would find values and belief system that is rooted in the family where that person is from. So for me, family is very, very important, and I do everything I can to ensure that people get it right, either as a single person or as a married person. And that is the main reason why I am doing OBATIDÉ, because I see that some people on their wedding day get so angry and cranky and all of that, that by the time they get married, like from the wedding night, they're already angry, they're fighting themselves. Why did you do this? Why did your mother talk to me that way? Why did you? And the marriage that is just starting has ended. Do you understand? So for me, it's like, no. How about to do something that enlightens people on how to have a really, really beautiful wedding, a really, really beautiful wedding process, that by the time they get married, they're just laughing about it. You know, so for myself and Oba, we think about our wedding day and we're just laughing. We are just gisting. You know, so it helps. It builds the bond. So I don't know, but I think this was necessary for you to understand why I'm doing OBATIDÉ. So moving on, we're talking about how to plan for your marriage. The first thing is, as you're planning for everything, remember there is marriage after. Marriage is the day after. And in fact, marriage is after people leave the reception hall. So you can't afford to be planning for your wedding as if that's all. There is no other thing. No, there is marriage and you have to plan for it. One of the things I did was to ensure that all the raw materials, the raw foodstuffs that was brought for the wedding, I took from them. Rice, ẹja kíká, panla, what's this thing? Ata gbígbẹ, ẹja mala, all of those things, egusi. Oh, I packed them. In fact, they had plantain, they had yams. I packed them. All the area. I told my mommy, remember there is a daughter that will come and take her own. Because the truth is this, wedding is just one day, maximum 2 days. After that one, reality does come, does start. So you can't afford to now come and be going to the market up and down. No, for me, 1 week after my wedding, I did not step the market. Yes, okay. I didn't mean I was cooking. No, I mean the plan was. But actually, I didn't talk about our honeymoon. Okay, maybe should I talk about it now? Maybe I should. So we didn't go. We didn't go for honeymoon. We said we were going to come to the house, then visit places in Lagos. But you know this thing about two introverts getting married. So I tell people I am an introvert. You don't believe me. Don't be deceived though. This camera is just for camera. Whatever you see here. But anyway. And we wake up in the morning and we'll say, you're supposed to go to so place in Lekki. Okay. No, let us go and eat first. Before you know what's going on, we've gone out to get food. Like there's a very cool, really nice eatery around this place. We'll get our food and just like, you're there, Jerry. We already bought dinner. Let us all stay in the house and be gisting. My sister and my brothers. That is how we spent the entire week. We didn't go anywhere. It's hilarious, but seriously, we did not go anywhere. But that's just us. We loved it. We're indoors, gisting, playing, basically having fun, and we didn't have to go anywhere. But that's just, if you want to go somewhere, please go ahead. Travel if you want to travel, see the world, just have a good time. As long as both parties recognize it as a good time. For us, we had a good time just staying indoors. So, but right after that 1 week, I started cooking. But I still didn't have to go to the market because I had stuff in the house. I had rice, I had everything. After the wedding, they helped me pack my own eruyawo. Yes, I'm part of the family. Packed my yams, packed my whatever, and I brought them to the house. And we ate our yams. And do you get? So don't just do things like, oh, it's just for the wedding, full stop. No, be proactive, be futuristic in your thinking. So as you're planning for your wedding, you're thinking ahead. How shall these things help me in the marriage? How can I use this in the marriage? Do you understand? So that was that was it for food. And even on the wedding day, I had told my mom beforehand, and I also told him to tell his parents that, oh, okay. So I had told my mom and I had told him to tell his parents beforehand that they should pack wedding food for us, cooked food. So the rice and the meats. Do you know I didn't buy meat till like this is the fourth week. Yeah, I'm just buying meat. So we've been shopping meat in the house. Free of charge, you day inside the house. Do you understand? So if you want to do maybe want to do atadidi, binge, go to the fridge, carry meat that they've already fried from the wedding. Do what I want to do. Eat and have a good time. Do you understand? So tell them, ensure somebody is in charge. They should help you pack the cooked jollof rice, egusi, efo, whatever. As long as they can, some may not be able to pack. Like for us now, for me, my mom could only get me jollof rice and fried rice, then meat, because she said for other things, by the time she got home, she realized they had shared it amongst themselves, and she was like, what is this? So, but at least ensure that meat is very important. My sister is gonna save you. Meat is expensive, so carry it from the wedding. For him too, his mom also gave him meat. Oh, Eshemuma, want to do our efo? Ayarama merawa, cut it inside, slice it. Wife material, yay! Anyway, that was how we did for the food part. And food is very important. I said, when there is food in the house, you will just smiling. I mean, to react to you. Okay, so in fact, the food was part of the things we ate on that first week too, so it made sense. Now, the other thing about planning for wedding is your psychology. So I got lots of questions about people asking me how is it like living with a man. I think I'll still talk about that in post wedding, but let me just briefly say something on it. How's it like living with a man, blah 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 blah. Today I'll talk about sexual psychology, right? Is that fine? I need you to understand that God created sex, and he created it for marriage, in the context of marriage. So if you are like me, who kept herself before wedding, then this is really for you. Or maybe you had to abstain at some point, basically even abstaining, this is for you. So let me tell you what I had to do to prepare this temple for the Lord. In this case, Lord is Obala. Hey! Jesus. So like I said, we decided to abstain. Like, okay, I haven't had sex before wedding. He also did not have sex before wedding. So we're basically two virgins getting married, and we had to psychologically prepare ourselves. The first thing we did was to read. Went online. Read. Know your body, sisters, Christian sisters specifically. Some of you do not know where vagina is. It is now wedding night, they'll be looking for torchlight to say, come on, don't do that. Carry a mirror, place it underneath, look for where your vagina is. It is there, Makoson. Some of you don't even know the type of hymen you have. Some of you don't even know you don't even have a hymen. There are virgins that don't have a hymen. You don't even know you don't have a hymen. So please check it. Go online, do your research, types of hymen. What type of hymen do you have? There are some hymens that requires surgical procedures for it to be opened. There are some hymens that are, it's fine, it's the way it's supposed to be. So there are different types. You need to know. Carry mirror, sit in the door. Check it, what is there before an external party is going to enter. Check it yourself to know what is there, so that you can help him through and explain. Do you understand? So when you know the type of hymen you have, it's, it helps you, it keeps you in a very knowledgeable state, because okay, you don't need any surgical procedure, so that's fine. You know your body. And the second thing is, we have to talk about our insecurities. That's part of planning for wedding. Do you understand? I feel like I'm jumping the gun, but let me just say it. that's part of planning for your wedding. We have to talk about our physical insecurities. So I'm like, I have this black spot here. I'm not so confident about it. And he's like, oh, well, it's so big. Guys, this is a trick. It really help you. Ensure you always make your babe comfortable. Sincerely. Like, I am a very confident person. Do you understand? But there's sometimes I just feel like, so this guy is gonna see my butt. And I'm like, usually I just open up to myself, but now I'm still gonna get married, open up to you. I'm not so confident about this part or this part. And he was like, oh, what's that? What's that? Don't worry, it's fine. You're beautiful. Get it. Bye. The truth is, it really made me feel very relaxed and confident. So you just might want to take that route too. So if she's telling you, and be genuine, make up your mind. At all, it's fine. Do you understand? This is my babe. This one I'm married to for the rest of my life. So it's okay. So I had told him all of my insecurities. He told me all of his physical insecurities, like physical, like, oh, I have these people here, I have this here, oh, I had this as a child. Like, I'm not saying show him before wedding, no. I just mean discuss it, just so that it keeps you in a frame where you are relaxed when you're married. You don't feel like you have to cover up or something, you know. So we had to talk about that. Like I said, we had to read. You have to know your body. Even for guys, know your body. You have to know your body. Then we have to talk about our insecurities. So those things really helped us. Some of you might have to do exercise. If you feel like maybe you're a plus size and you feel like you want to be a certain way, or you want to be in a certain size, so that you can feel loved, then you just have to go that extra mile to do exercise. You have to keep. So for me now, part of planning for wedding, more like, yeah, part of planning for wedding was that I wanted my husband to carry me on the wedding. So as a plus 16 plus size babe, I'm like, how shall these things be? See my lepa overdo, and I want you to carry me. I'm like, you have to start doing exercise. I had to do exercise for that day. See, some things don't happen by speaking in tongues alone. You have to do the work. Sincerely, did I drop so much weight? No, I didn't. But I had to do my own. Guess what? He carried me. He carried me. So I'm feeling like a carried wife. So but for me, the truth was, I wanted a picture. I had a picture of the kind of wedding I wanted. So I had to do the work that was necessary. I wanted him to carry me. So if yours is that wedding night, you wanted him to carry you, or maybe after marriage, you wanted him to carry you, then you have to be ready to do the work. You have to do the work. Do you understand? And exercise, eat right, know your body, pray, pray, pray. Part of planning for marriage is also you praying. Pray ahead. Don't just spend all of your time praying for the wedding. Wedding is one day. There are sometimes I will pray for a wedding maybe for like maybe 3 days or 4 days. I'll be like, wait, we've not even prayed for marriage in a while. Oh yeah, let's pray for marriage. Lord, let there be mutual understanding. Your presence in our home. We declare the presence of the Lord in our home. We declare peace. We declare love. We declare the kingdom of God. We declare, oh God, we enjoy all that God has planned for marriage. We declare, oh God, we see all that God has in mind for marriage. We declare, oh God, that the Father, that the Lord is the head of our home. We declare, oh God, that there is mutual submission in our family. We declare, oh God, that we are blessed on all sides. You pray. You pray for your marriage. That is part of the things you ought to do even before you get married. You know, I remember the Friday before I got married, the Lord told me something. So I was just there praying. I was on the floor, and the Lord said, okay, I can't remember what I said that made him say that, but I remember his response really well. He said, Esther, they say marriage is oja okuku, meaning marriage is black market that you just get in there and whatever you see is what you get. But in the kingdom, marriage is not oja okuku. Marriage is light. There is illumination in marriage. Why? The Bible says that we are the light of the world. So you cannot be a child of God and you're entering into something you've never entered before and you're entering in darkness. It's not possible. So I want you to take your mind off this idea of, oh, marriage, you don't even know what's going to happen, you don't know what to expect. No! No, you are the son of the Father. Do you understand? What you need to do is to stay connected to the heartbeat of God. So at every point, you know what is going to happen. You can pray your way through. You can ask for clarity, ask for direction, and you just, basically become more aware of what to do and not to do. I hope you got that. I said I was going to talk about the wedding day, but I think I should leave wedding day and post wedding day together, so that that's just one episode. So instead of that, I'll talk about the court wedding. um hmm, Court wedding in Lagos is a different matter entirely, sincerely. For us, we did our court wedding a month to the wedding because I didn't want to stress myself. I wanted to be relaxed, I wanted to be fine, I wanted to basically be myself. Do you understand? So we didn't do. We decided to do the court wedding a month too. I'll just take you through the process. I might not have all the details, but at least I can take you through the process. First and foremost, you spend like 30 something K to get your court wedding done in Lagos. If you're outside Lagos, please, you might have to do your own research. But I know specifically for Lagos. Two, you might have to go the day before the day you want to do your court wedding to fix a date. Like, so we wanted 21st, we had to go like some weeks before to say, oh sir, we want to fill in these forms, we want to do our wedding. It was Oga that went. So he got there, filled up the forms, picked the dates, and they told us to come 2 days to that day for oath taking. Now, I had gone for a wedding in Abuja, and I saw everything was done in one day. They took the oath and they did everything in one day. But Lagos was saying we should come on a certain day for oath taking. I'm like, what kind of oath taking are we talking about? Anyway, the Tuesday of our court wedding, we used Ikoyi registry. So the Tuesday of our court wedding, we decided to go to the court. Got there, and it's under that the oath taking is just like 5 minutes. Can you imagine? Like, they took us all the way down to Ikoyi just to spend 5 minutes. That's it. And they told us to pay, I think, 500 naira. 500 naira was for, they said, pictures that they would give us, because that was all we did. Oh yeah, stand up, raise your hand. Hi, Esther, this is this. Say kiniko, 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 and they will snap you. Till tomorrow, they've not given us our picture. Our money, yaps, go. Then they will tell you to drop 4 pence, two each. What that is for, I have no idea. Anyway, you have to drop it, if not, they won't allow you go. Now, as you're leaving, you will see some ag bearers. So I don't know if this applies to all court weddings in all courts in Lagos, but at least I know for Ikoyi registry where we used. You see some ag bearers, I'll be praying for you and be hailing you. Dafuyi, Ashigba, all they're asking for is money. So you just might want to give them 100 naira, so they shut up and they allow you go. And I remember that day I was so livid, like, why am I spending, why did I come all the way down just to spend 5 minutes? Not fair at all. But it's Lagos. So on Thursday, they told us to come by 7, but somehow it was 9 that stuck in our heads. I don't know why. Maybe because that of Tuesday was 9. So we got to the court at 9, exactly 9, and our minds they feel like, we got there early. See crowd. Jesus Christ. So if you want to do your course wedding, I beg you, go early. That's 7 o'clock. Like, ensure you get there by 7. The moment you enter, they'll tell you to fill up something and pay 1,000 naira. Like I said, all of these are procedures for Ikoyi registry, Lagos State, Nigeria. I don't know how it is done in other places, so you might want to make further inquiries if you don't intend using this particular place. So they like Ikoyi registry because they said it's a federal court, but I don't think there is any difference between Ikoyi registry and other registries in Lagos, really. Anyway, so when you get there, you fill up something, you pay your 1,000 naira. You and your partner will now be allowed to enter into the court hall. Into the court. Did I didn't say hall. Anyway, you'll be allowed to sit down. So when you sit down, you as you sit, everybody is arranged like that. Everybody's arranged like that, right? Then they move you to the next stage where you also fill up something and they tell you, we have blessed our table. Bless our table. And you're like, you drop like 100 naira. And in my mind, I'm like, 100 naira times how many people here, times 7 days a week, or I don't know how many days it took us wedding, but times whatever number of days in a month, in a year, ooh, these guys are making a whole lot of money. Anyway, because it's your day, you don't want to stress your head. So they move you to another stage and you go on like that. You meet one person that now fills it into your certificate. So they are asking for your name, they are sure, they are telling you, look at the spelling well, is this really what you want, is this the spelling, what's your father's name, what's your occupation, you do all of that. So after you do that, they give you a number. We got there at Naiba. Our number was, I think, 90 something or 80 something. I really cannot remember. That was our number. Can you imagine? From 9 in the morning. So please, if you want to go there, go very early. I beg you, go early in the morning to save you a whole lot of stress. So we had to wait. Now that's the next thing, you have to wait. Wait till it is your turn. They will now call you. The registrar will now come and call you and say, oh yeah, 91, come inside. Then you know, sign whatever you need to sign, and that's it. If you want to do your court wedding, please don't go with too many people. My opinion. Why? One, there is no place for them to sit. They have to rent chairs to sit. So we went with just 4 people, myself, Larry, my mom, his dad, and the photographer. Oh, we're even just 5. Oh, we're just 5, and they had to rent chairs for them to sit. So if you go with a full crowd, you're on your own. You will rent chairs for all of them. Well, that's not an issue for some people anyway. That's one. 2, if you still have intentions of doing church and traditional, you don't need to kill yourself over court wedding. I didn't have to buy any genge dress because I knew I was still getting a wedding gown. I knew I was still going to do. I spent money now to store gelegon. It's a very serious financial something. Okay, not so serious, but the point is that there were lots of other things to spend money on. So I didn't see the need to spend money. And this is the funniest thing. So you get to the court, you see so many people, some really gorgeously dressed, you see some looking just there, you see some people wearing their wedding gowns. But the point is, we are different. Some of these, especially those ones on wedding gowns, they are already pregnant. And court is the only thing they are doing. We are not on the same level. So if you like wear your 150,000 naira gown, it is your business. Me, I'm not pregnant. I still have church and traditional to do. Why should I be comparing myself with you? Do you understand? So let it be according to you. Just decide how you want to do. But for me, I just wore one very simple gown and that was okay. I want to marry. I'm married. So that's one. 2, if you want to get yourself a makeup artist, you just might want that person to come really early in the morning to get your makeup done, or you tell the person to come to the venue. So there are vendors at the court. You see, in fact, they sell wedding gowns. They rent wedding gowns. They sell bouquet. They sell lapel pin. They are even makeup artists there. They'll be asking you, do you want to do your makeup? But me, I didn't like them because I was seeing their works. You know something that you're like 5 people, 1 makeup artist, and she's just doing wish. Some of them were looking like, look, yeah. I didn't like them. So I'm not okay. Don't let me spoil them. But I just feel like if you have someone that is trusted that can do your makeup, I think that would be a better alternative for you. But if you do not mind, if you feel like big deal, let me just get it done, you can meet them to help them do your makeup. I did my makeup myself, very mild, simple, and married. I'm married, so that was the most important thing for me. So you might want to take that into consideration. So the most important thing is look good. You're free to wear corporate. You can't wear jeans. It's either you wear maybe a corporate gown or you wear traditional. Both of you can actually wear traditional, but most people tend to wear corporate. Okay, and we went with our professional photographer because we wanted everything to be very fine. So that was it. Then is there any other thing I want you to take note for court wedding? The food, we didn't cook because of course we're not even many. But what we did was after the court, we just branched an eatery, got food for everybody, and that was it. And while we're at the court waiting, we just got snacks and drinks, and that was fine. Do you know that they didn't call us till like, we said we got there 9 bar, they didn't call us till like I think to 2, and we didn't leave till like maybe to 3 or so. So it's a long something. And when they join you very fast, just you in front of the registry, they join and then they will say, oh yeah, drop money. For what? They say tithe and offering. You will sure have to drop something. They would collect money from everybody, so you have to just drop something. So when you are going, hold money, please. And please keep your things because there are a lot of persons there. And what else? look good, look yourself, look fine, and what else? Enjoy, you have a good time. It can be very draining, especially if you're using a Korean registry. It took us like 6 hours, right, from 9 to 3. It took us like 6 hours, but we just told ourselves we're going to have fun. So we're just there, we're gisting with ourselves, waiting as we're calling other people. We're just there gisting. So the best trick is get there early. Get there early. In fact, your family members can come after. You see, yes, your family members should come after, preferably, so that they wouldn't have to stand for too long. But you and your partner get there by 7, so you have everything pack, pack, pack. Maybe by 9, 10 gone, you are done. Do you understand? And you're able to leave. So that's it. You'll see some of our shoots, some of the pictures from the pre-wedding. I had a good time. And thank you so much for watching today's edition of OBATIDÉ. I'm super excited. We're rounding up. Oh, most likely the next episode will be the final one. I hope you've been blessed. I hope you've learned. Please share this with your friends, with your single friends. Share with those that are engaged, planning to get married. I am so sure it will help them. For instance, if I had someone tell me that I needed to get to the court early, I really would have loved to get there early, because it didn't make sense keeping my mom in the sun for 6 hours. It just didn't make sense, and my father-in-law, it wasn't just cool. Do you understand? So love you guys. So guys, please follow me on Instagram at Diary of a Single Lady Official. And if you want to book a professional counseling session with me, please send an email to the mail showing on your screen. Send an email to the email address showing on your screen. And I have a whole lot of resources for singles, so you can just head onto our website www.diaryofasinglelady.com to get all the things you need for yourself as a single person. Maximize this stage, babe. Don't focus on when is he going to come. Enjoy it now. Do you understand? So when you get married, you're so excited and pumped up and all of that. So love you guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful, fabulous day. A fabulous day. You see the shirt again. Oh, day.